Before I begin the service, I know that we're going to hear from Commissioner Bo Buchanan, the deceased son, but is there anyone else who would like to speak? Will we hear from one of the women that Asa was married to?
Yes. Yes.
Who are all these women, Asa's harem?
Oh, no. Don't gasp. They are his ex-wives.
All of them?
No, they're just the ones who are still alive. Asa's first wife was Olympia. That was Clint and Bo's mother, and she died many years ago. And then his second wife, Samantha, unfortunately also passed away. But the others, all present and accounted for. Let's see, after Samantha was Delilah, then came Becky Lee, then Pamela, then Renee and Blair, which you know, and last but most definitely not least, Alex.
That's 8 marriages.
Actually, it's 10. Both Renee and Alex did double duty. Oh, and we must not forget the grieving widow. His 11th marriage, 9th wife, and unfortunately his last, Gabrielle.
Christian, is that you?
Okay. Say something pithy now, David. So funny. It's hard to understand you. And this is going to be how you sound from now on, after I rip off your lovely little pink tongue. Now, where's the baby?
On my tongue. My beautiful tongue.
The baby was yours, Todd. You were his father.
Ladies, please. We haven't even started the ceremony yet. I promise you, you'll all get a chance to speak. I wanted Bo Buchanan to speak first because he's the son.
Of course, Bo should speak first. How could any of us stand in front of God and this congregation and say one word or one syllable before Bo has a chance to tell us all how much he loved and honored, admired, looked up to, and now longs for his dad? Oh, Bo, what are we gonna do with
What?
Troy.
Hey, where's Senna?
He actually had to go out of town on business. What brings you here?
Oh, I just came to pay my respects. I had actually met Asa a couple times. He was a pretty unforgettable man.
Yes, when you meet Asa Buchanan, you don't forget it.
Sounds like you have some vivid memories.
Oh, yeah, very vivid.
But good.
Yes, absolutely. And bad. And ugly. And all mixed in together.
And I'm sure some that you've lost.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Well, now you got a good chance of getting them back.
Troy, about the treatment.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
Alex, can I get you something?
Can you give me Asa back? How could this have happened? How could that magnificent man be dead? Which one of you did it? Which one of you put that great man in his grave?
What are you doing here? Are you following me?
No. No, this is some kind of crazy coincidence.
Please.
Jen, look, you don't understand.
No, I don't understand. Are you here to hurt me again? I don't know. I don't understand you.
What's going on in here? Is Mark bothering you?
No, I haven't even met Mark yet.
Oh, no? Well, then, allow me to introduce the two of you. Jen, this is Mark. Mark, Jen.
Mark. He's Mark.
Well, who did you think?
What are you trying to pull, Christian?
Oh, it's you.
This sure isn't you.
What's wrong with it?
Only everything. The dress, the attitude.
There's nothing wrong with what I'm wearing. I'm going to fit in perfectly.
You sure will. The good little girl in the little black dress with the sweet little strand of pearls, so well groomed and well mannered that no one will notice you, not even Vicky.
She'll notice me. I'm her daughter. Sooner or later, Vicky's going to have to accept me.
No, she doesn't, and she won't. None of them will. Not as long as you beg to be accepted.
I am not begging.
In that dress? Oh, yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
In that dress with those pearls, you're saying, look, I can be just like you. See? Please, please accept me.
Really think so?
Trust me.
What do you think I should do about it then?
You don't need to beg to be accepted, Natalie. You need to demand it. You're not Natalie Balsam anymore. You're Natalie Buchanan. And it's about time you started acting like it.
Who killed my precious Asa?
It was his heart, Alex. He had a heart attack.
Natural causes? Not a chance. Asa planned to live forever, and Asa always got everything that he wanted. So, I just want to know, who did it? Who turned that bonfire of a man into an ash heap?
Bo, do we really have to take any more of this?
Alex, I think it'd be a good idea if you sat down now. A real good idea.
Well, I just want to say one more thing, just 1 minute. I want to tell the whole world what kind of a man Asa really was.
I don't get it. What's the downside of getting your memories back? Don't you want to remember what Lindsay did to you?
Well, yes, of course I do. It's just that it's a very big step, and I'm not prepared yet.
You haven't told him yet, huh?
Excuse me?
Sam.
No, I haven't.
No, why not?
Because I haven't had a chance to. I mean, he left out of town this morning, and then last night, I mean, we didn't really have a chance. I mean, after that fight with Lindsay, she's going to pull the plug on the whole evening.
It's not going to be the last fight, you know. Lindsay hates you more than ever.
I don't understand her hating me.
Well, her only alternative is guilt. And that would mean she'd have to face her crime.
Oh, well, you know, that's not going to happen, so...
No, it's not. So you can expect these fights to keep on continuing until you do something about it to stop her. But Nora, look, it's your decision.
Really?
Oh, hi. I thought we were late.
Oh, service hasn't started yet? It may have. We haven't, we should go in with them.
Okay.
Being married to Asa was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Both times. Asa put me on a pedestal. I loved the view. Anything I wanted, he made sure that I got. Diamonds, furs, the mayor's office. Asa was a wonderful man most of the time. Some of the time. From time to time. The rest of the time, he was difficult. More than difficult. Life with Asa was hell on earth.
Alex, I know how emotional this must be.
No, you think this is something. This is really nothing. This was just the last time I came in, and I was supposed to marry Asa again. They say the third time's the charm. Ha! He locked me in a room and married number 11 over there, which I thought Asa was cruel, vicious, vindictive.
Maybe we should let some of the other ex-wives speak.
Let her have her say. You're not going to be able to stop her anyway. Heck, let everybody have their say. It's what Asa would have wanted. Yes. He would have enjoyed every minute of it, actually.
He said it so you can say it again.
Well, Asa was jealous.
Not to mention horrible.
A little quality time with an old friend like Carlo Hester, and he would just go right through the roof.
Oh, amen to that. He was dishonest.
Well, he could be some of the time. I didn't even know his name for most of the time I was with him. I was lucky if I saw him once a year.
Real lucky. Well, he was actually a huge presence in our lives, ladies.
Yes, huge and awful. Now, he ruined his own life. I mean, he made himself miserable.
Asa Buchanan was his own worst enemy.
Stop it! Stop it, all of you! Have you no shame?
We're just telling the truth, Renee.
Not even close. You want the truth about Asa Buchanan? I'll give you the truth.
Okay, Christian, what's the joke? Why are you calling yourself Mark?
So wasn't Christian the name of that guy who...
Yeah, this is the guy.
You're kidding.
I wish.
Is this true? Good work, Peg. A jealous ex-boyfriend is stalking one of your models, and you go and hire him. You know, I'd consider it a personal favor if you didn't sue me silly. My life is in your hands.
Next time that line around her neck will be red. Blood red.
Oh, wait a minute. If anybody is stalking anybody here, it's you stalking me. Why don't you go back to Lambview where you belong, Jen?
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm sorry we're so late. Oh, please, you haven't missed a thing. Ace's ex-wives have taken over this whole ceremony. Andrew can't even get a word in edgewise.
But it's his church.
Not anymore, it's not.
Oh, boy. My name is Renee Devine, and I was Ace's 6th and 10th wife. But I was the first woman who loved him. And the last. I didn't love him for his power, his money, just for him. I met him a long time ago in Nevada. Asa filled every room that he walked into, and he filled my heart. Our eyes met, he came towards me, and he never left. A big man, as big as the West, and as tough, but so sweet, so gentle. Well, sometimes. And that crooked smile of his won every heart of every woman he ever met. And that cowboy swagger. He pulled me into his big old arms. He held me close, and he made me feel whole. He made me feel as big a woman as he was a man. And he made me feel safe and loved. And I can't believe that each of you didn't feel that at some point with Asa. Come on, can't you remember, any of you? The day you met him? The day you married him?
Hi, Asa. Take you, Delilah. I, Asa, take you, Becky Lee. I, Asa, take you, Pamela. I, Asa, take you, Renee. I, Asa, take you, Blair. I, Asa, take you, Alex. I, Asa, take you, Alex. I, Asa, take you, Renee. I, Asa, take you, Gabrielle, till death do us part.
My marriages days were complicated. But the two happiest days of my life were my weddings. And the third happiest day was the day I gave birth to my son. He was our love child, Asa, and mine.
Thank you for that, Renee. For that and for so much more. I'd like to say a few words now about the man, my father.
Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing? I was just admiring what a nice baby you have. I kind of wish that he was mine. It's easy. Take it easy.
She's not yours. Call the police.
No, that's all right. You don't need to call the police. Look, I don't really want your damn baby. I want my damn baby. There's got to be a way that we can talk. You know what? Maybe now's not such a good time. All right,
Get out.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry, it's Vickers is going to go.
You're not queen for the day, Natalie. You're the real deal. You're the long-lost daughter of Vicky and Clint Buchanan, the heiress of one of the most powerful families in the... Well, you're not acting like it. They should be rolling out the red carpet, and instead they're trying to sweep you under the rug. And you're letting them.
That's not true.
Who's heading to her grandfather's funeral looking for some emotional bone to be tossed her way?
They didn't even invite me. I'm just showing up in spite of that.
Dressed like that? Natalie, I'm telling you, you're telegraphing how needy you are.
I am not needy. I want what's owed to me.
Playing the good girl isn't going to get you anywhere.
Believe me, no one's going to think that I'm the good girl.
No? What are you going to do when you get to that church? I'll tell you. You're going to sit right in the back row and fold your hands and shut your mouth.
I'll march right up to the front and sit with my family.
And they'll welcome you with open arms? I don't think so.
Well, then I'll make them.
You will?
Yes.
You can beg at the family table, and maybe they'll throw you a scrap or two. But don't bet on it, sweetheart. These people, I don't think they'd pull out a chair for you. But hey, maybe that's okay with you.
No, it's not.
Asa Buchanan's life began down in Texas with nothing. Nothing but pride and a sense of life's infinite possibilities. Back then, he couldn't rub two nickels together. But he always rode tall in the saddle. It's kind of a rough and tumble existence for Pa back then. He was a cowboy and a wildcatter. And now his family's spread out all over the globe. And that's the reason that some of them couldn't be here today. And his net worth is, it's way up there in the billions. Paul liked that. It tickled him. He liked having money. And I think we all know that he liked throwing his weight around, too. He liked to talk big, and he liked to act even bigger. The thing that meant the most to him, the thing that he cared about most in life, was his family. Whether you were his wife at the moment, or one of his kids, or his in-laws, or his grandkids. Paul loved his family with a passion. Not that he was a saint. Far from that. But he could drive you crazy. He could drive you absolutely nuts. I remember I used to think that he was on his way over to see me. I used to turn off all the lights in the house and hope that he thought that I wasn't home. Remember that, Nora?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I'm sure we all have a very special and unique memories of Asa Buchanan, so why don't we all just take a moment right now and remember.
Oh, sweetie. Are you crying for Asa?
Mm-hmm. And for the little baby. Because they're both never coming back.
Where to, David?
Laundry? Look, like I told you, Todd, I really don't know where your baby is now.
I know where the baby isn't. Next door. That's right, because the baby that we heard crying
wasn't yours.
Wasn't the baby that I want. The baby that I gave to you before, that's the baby that I want.
The baby that's yours and Blair's.
Okay, David, listen, I get angry sometimes. I'm irritable, and I'm quick to lose my temper. And then I walk back in here and I see you trying to run away.
Look, Todd, the thing is,
everything that we've been through together.
I would really like to be a mensch and help you out.
And you will. Did you just say mensch?
For the amount of money that you gave me to dispose of the baby.
Dispose of the baby?
I'm sorry, I mean to find the baby a good home. Todd, that money is basically gone. You have no idea how expensive it is to set up the appropriate surroundings, the right environment for an appropriate scam.
I'll bet. But if you're dead, that would considerably lower your overhead.
I would be willing to slightly lower my rate from last time.
No, that's when you had me over a barrel. But now the exact opposite is true.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I've been reading up on your recent exploits, and now I know what the authorities will do to you when I tell them where you are.
I don't look good in prison orange.
Oh, nobody does.
Orange is so last year.
If I were you, David, I would talk. Now, while you have a future and a tongue, who did you give the baby to?
All right, I'll tell you, but there's something you ought to know.
Uh-huh.
You are not going to like it.
Thank you, Bo.
And Andrew, if I could just
I'm
have
sorry,
another
is there
second.
something else you wanted to
Well,
say?
I just wanted to give some other folks an opportunity to speak. Two people in particular. They were close to Asa. In fact, they were right there in the house with him when he died.
Well, I think this would be an excellent time for us to go.
But Mommy, I think something good's gonna happen.
Come on.
Wait, no!
They may be the last people to see Asa Buchanan alive. So what do you say, Max? Pa took you in, he accepted you as his own son. How about a few words?
Feel free to skip the part where Asa realized it was all a scam.
How about you, Gabrielle? Maybe you'd like to tell everybody how Pa decided to marry you all of a sudden. Woman he hadn't seen in years, hardly even knew when he did see her. You two knew Pa like nobody else, so how about sharing?
Okay. Well, it's no secret that Asa and I were having problems. But I'm as devastated as anyone in this room over his death. Asa was like a real father to me until all hell broke loose and I...
And you what, Max?
I just miss him, that's all. I just miss him so much.
That it? Gabrielle?
Thank you, Bo, but I think I'm a little too upset to speak at the moment.
No, I understand. You're as grief-stricken as Max is right now, aren't you?
Yes.
Go back to Landview, Jen. You stay here, you're only going to get hurt.
By you? You wish. I didn't come to New York to see you. I came here to be a model, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
I'm telling you, Jen, this town is not for you.
You don't get to tell me anything anymore.
I can't work with this girl. I can't even be in the same room with her.
So I noticed. Which means I have to make a choice between a gorgeous blonde discovery I can turn into a star and the photographer's assistant. Guess who gets the short end of that deal?
Okay? Fine with me, but I'm telling you, this girl's nothing but a headache.
Oh, forget him. If you ask me, you're better off. Oh, Jen, there are two kinds of guys in this world. The creeps and... Come to think of it, I forget the other kind.
Why did he have to come here? Why did he have to say those things? Does he really hate me that much?
And calling himself Mark, what's that about?
Oh, wow.
Something's wrong?
No, something is terribly right. This guy, Mark, said that this set reminded him of someplace special.
Yes?
Then Christian was talking about the quarry, because the quarry is our place. And if he said that this place was special to him, that can only mean one thing.
Like what?
No matter what Christian does or what he says, he still loves me.
Would anyone else like to say something about Ace to open their hearts? Anyone at all?
Sure. I'll take a swing at it. may not have all my memories, but I do have memories of Asa. Some of them were bad, but some of them anyway, I wouldn't give up a single one of them. Because now that he's gone, the only thing I have are memories of that great man. And those memories are very precious. Very precious.
I know. I can't believe I'm going to do this either. I don't know how many people here know this, but I am the biological son, the love child of Asa and Renee. I only found out myself earlier this year. I mean, it really didn't change much. I didn't get along with Asa before I knew, and I didn't get along with Asa after I knew. But the people that loved him and that were loved by him, I'm so glad I'm in your lives. My mother, Renee. My wife, Vicky. My daughter, Jessica. In fact, to me, you represent what's best about the man. Especially you, Jess. You were the apple of Ace's eye. Anybody could see that. I might have his blood, but you had his heart.
Going somewhere?
Yep.
Where?
Out.
Now this, I gotta see.
I did right by your kid.
Nobody said it was my kid.
No one had to.
Stop talking! Write down the name and an address.
All right. Just so long as you know I found him a nice home. I'm serious. A very nice home. People who really wanted a child.
You're a mensch.
They are not going to be happy when you show up.
You're the one who's going to be unhappy. If I have to come back here, if this name and address isn't right on the money.
It is.
Better be. Don't think I won't be able to find you. I found you this time, didn't I?
Yeah, my lucky day. Here.
Next time I really will make you eat your tongue. And rye bread with little cornichon and Dijon mustard.
That's enough. The address is legit, okay? I know not to mess with you when you're in your take no prisoners mode.
I hope so.
Little piece of friendly advice?
Oh, no, I already know silver is this year's orange.
The situation, Todd, is complicated.
Life is always complicated, David. I'll go get this baby.
Whatever you say, Todd, as long as you know I warned you.
That was lovely.
Thanks.
My grandfather and I, when I was little, my grandfather used to call me his little princess. And I hated it. I honestly just wanted him to call me his little cowgirl because I wanted to be like him. The last time I saw my grandfather, he said that we had a very special bond. And he was right. We did. My grandfather and I had
Your grandfather? Don't you mean my grandfather?